It's that time again. It's time for another Saturday night special where we talk about everything rockhounding related. And, when I say everything rockhounding related, I'm not exclusively talking about, earth rocks. I want to take a minute and talk about something very, very cool that has recently happened. Uh, some of you might know that we sent a rover to Mars, and this is the most advanced rover, robotics, anything like that in the existence of mankind. Now, how does this? What does this have to? What does this have to do with rocks? Okay, so this is super cool. On the Perseverance rover, they have a core drill, right? And this core drill is going to drill down in the lake bed the old lake bed that they landed in, where a river met a lake, and you have you have rocks a lot like this is what they expect to find. Sedimentary rocks, which they hope are going to have like the signs of microorganisms, like stromatolites, things like that. Stromatolite is like microbes that built a bunch of layers into it's kind of compressed into a rock right now. So for those of you who may not know what a core is, here's an example of a core, right? This was done by a big drill. This just went through some concrete. Or here's a core of basalt. Now, the cores that they're going to be drilling, which this is crazy, right? They're going to be about this big, right? It's going to drill a core. It's going to put it in like a special test tube, and it's going to eject them onto the surface of Mars. And in I think 2026, another mission is going to go there, pick up those rocks in the tubes, put them in a rocket, and fire them back to a return orbiter that's going to be able to bring those Mars rocks back to Earth, and we'll be able to tell what what if anything is in that. So, yeah, like I said, they landed this thing in an old lake bed. And in an old lake bed, you're going to have sedimentary rocks, just like this right here. Keep in mind, right, we have things like basalt, your igneous rocks. That's going to be cooled lava. Metamorphic rocks are rocks that, have experienced a lot of pressure and heat and have metamorphized into something different. Sedimentary rocks is going to be metamorphic and igneous rocks that have eroded and been compressed, sediments, things like that. Your sandstones, limestones. But yeah, like your more sedimentary rocks are going to be what they're hoping to drill into, which is crazy to think about. So first off, let's talk about this guy. Right, this is, I gotta take my gloves off for this. This is the Enhydro that we talked about last week. Now, so it's been soaking for a week now, and I'm gonna get this thing out, and we're gonna dry off the outside of it so that we can get some proper weights on it. As you'll see right here in this photo, there have been little tiny bubbles coming out of it. Now the bubbles, it would only be bubbles leaving it would only happen if there is water going in, air leaving, water going in. So I'm hoping that there's a measurable amount of water gain. Now, something that a lot of people brought up, that is putting it in a vacuum, which is something we could totally do. Like, not a true vacuum chamber because it might just break, but I'm thinking about putting it in like a jar just like this, and then we take this and we put it in like the food saver. So like not a full heavy vacuum, but to try to like draw the air out. And as we draw the air out of the inside, water should be going in if it's fully submerged. So last week we were at 33.9 grams. And we're at 33 point not. Oh, let's see. Let's tar this out. Make sure this is right. So 33.8. That's an error in my scale. Scale not being that accurate. Essentially, you probably picked up a non weighable amount of water by soaking it. But I want to give it another week maybe before we do something like putting it in a food saver to try to push more water into that thing. I think that would be probably the best bet. We're gonna pick the low hanging fruit here, right? We want to go the easy route. Um, as okay, changing the subject just a little bit, right? Here is this Lucky Strike Thunder Egg, and I can see that there's this crack going all the way through it. And I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking I could just break it in half right here. We're gonna try this. I might cheat and put this little center punch in here, and let's see here. I can spread that crack. There we go. Just tore it in half. So you can kind of see that chalcedony in there. Kind of cool. I mean, I wasn't going to cut well since it was already broken, but, I could just, grind that flat. But in all honesty, I might just throw this in my pile, in my discard pile. We'll see. We'll see, right? So, the road cut, the aragonite, this stuff. If you didn't see the video, you should definitely pause this video, go watch that video. Maybe I wasn't really clear, but this is basalt, right? So basalt with a calcium carbonate on it, which I think is super cool. And we'll turn off the lights here real quick, and you can see what I'm talking about. We'll just we won't get them all. Check that out. So what's happening there is the UV light is exciting electrons, and they're jumping orbit into a visible light spectrum. And as you see that glow dissipate, it is them dropping back down. And that's what that is right there. Had a glitch in the system there. So I personally think this is a fun stuff to pick up and look for more interesting minerals, because you never know what you're going to come across. So I think that's going to kind of have to wrap it up a little bit for the rock talk today. However, you may have noticed that I have this fabulous Don't Lick Rocks coffee mug. Well, there is now also a fabulous currently rockhounding t-shirt. I'll put a link down below to these things. You don't have to buy them, but let me talk about these for a second because it's important. At my old business that I had shirts made, and I spent weeks and weeks of my life finding the highest quality, nicest t-shirt possible. And that is from a company called Next Level. They make tri-blended t-shirts that are like a little more of a fit cut to them. And they have, I forget what the blend is, but yeah, tri-blend material. So it's not like that Hanes beefy tee, like blocky thing. Like it's a more fitted shirt. And they're up on the website. And along with these. So it's a Teespring site, and they're awesome. I picked only muted colors. It's super high quality, and I'm making sure to not jack the prices up like I've seen so many other people do. I'm keeping the prices really low on this stuff so that people can get it, which is awesome. And I'm gonna leave that there. I appreciate the support, everybody. It's awesome to be able to come out, hang out here, talk about rocks. And yeah, we'll go leave it there. Let me know if down below if you're excited about the future discoveries coming from these core samples for Mars. And as always, I will catch you on the next one, everybody. Thanks for coming by.